The vault did not reflect light. It absorbed it. Polished steel walls rose without seams, matte enough to refuse glare yet precise enough to carry faint shadows like unfinished thoughts. The chamber held no visible door, no keypad, no mechanism inviting entry or escape. Only a single vertical mirror embedded where an exit should have been. No frame, no handle, no surface variation. His reflection stood already present inside it, perfectly aligned with his posture, his stillness, his restraint. The image waited without curiosity, without judgment, without impatience. He stepped forward once. The mirror did not react. It simply returned him to himself with an accuracy that felt older than observation, like a record that had been written long before he arrived. The structure housing the mirror vault occupied a narrow parcel between two newer towers constructed from glass and motion. Their reflections moved constantly, screens, traffic, negotiations visible even from the street. The vault building ignored all of it. Stone exterior, no signage, windows too narrow to reflect anything meaningful. It suggested permanence not through scale, but through refusal to participate in attention. Inside, corridors narrowed gradually. The architecture compressed movement rather than directing it. Lighting softened toward neutrality. Footsteps lost echo the deeper he moved inward. He had received no explanation, only a time and a location delivered through channels that did not invite questions. No escort accompanied him beyond the final checkpoint. The last steel door closed behind him without theatrical weight. It simply became unavailable. From there, he walked alone. The chamber revealed itself through absence rather than design. Circular geometry, matte stone floor absorbing sound. Steel walls designed not to shine, but to exist without distraction. The mirror rose from floor to ceiling at the far end. Seamless, edge fused directly into metal. Its surface held no distortion, no curvature to flatter or accuse. Perfect accuracy without commentary. He stopped at a distance that felt deliberate, not commanded. Chosen. No clocks measured duration. No ventilation noise suggested occupancy. The room removed indicators of progress or failure. He recognized the architecture immediately, an environment built to eliminate reaction rather than provoke it. His suit reflected faintly in the mirror. Neutral colors selected for rooms where visibility carried strategic cost. Nothing instructed him to move. Nothing rewarded him for stillness. So he waited. At first, the mirror presented only surface familiarity. He cataloged details automatically. The angle of his shoulders, the controlled tension in his jaw, the way his weight balanced evenly between feet. Years of experience in rooms where presence functioned as currency had trained him to evaluate posture without conscious effort. Minutes, or something like minutes, passed. Without external reference, time thickened. The mirror remained unchanged, but awareness began to shift. A subtle impulse surfaced: adjust stance slightly, refine alignment, improve perception. He recognized the instinct instantly, the urge to optimize visibility even when no audience demanded it. He resisted. The mirror offered no confirmation of restraint, no nod, no change, no signal acknowledging effort. The absence unsettled him more than surveillance ever had. His mind searched for cues that were not there. No blinking lights, no shifting shadows, no measurable progress. Only his own reflection maintaining silent precision. Thoughts drifted toward past environments, boardrooms where silence functioned as pressure. Negotiations where delayed responses forced others to reveal priorities. Spaces where presence itself generated leverage. Those rooms rewarded stillness. This one did not. The mirror withheld validation entirely. It did not confirm authority. It did not challenge insecurity. It simply existed. Tension built, not fear, but unspent expectation. He realized how often motion occurred merely to end waiting, how frequently action served as reassurance to observers rather than necessity. He felt the urge to speak, just one word. No content, a sound to test whether reaction existed here. He did not. Silence deepened, not heavier, but sharper, like an instrument tuned beyond comfort. His reflection appeared unchanged, yet distance between them felt larger. Not physical distance, psychological separation between performance and presence. He recognized the sensation, identity without audience. The mirror forced confrontation with unmediated self-perception. No reaction loops, no feedback cycles, no strategic interpretation. Without response from the environment, intention lost its performative edge. Decisions detached from anticipation. The urge to adjust posture returned, stronger this time. To confirm control through movement. He released it again. The room remained indifferent. And that indifference began dissolving layers of practiced response he had mistaken for identity. Eventually, he stopped measuring duration altogether. Breathing lengthened without instruction. Muscles around his eyes softened, not through effort, but through exhaustion of expectation. The mirror ceased feeling confrontational. It became neutral space, an environment incapable of praise or punishment. His reflection aligned perfectly. No dominance, no insecurity, only presence without performance. He noticed what remained when reaction disappeared. Decision-making stripped of audience. Identity detached from outcome. Authority without reinforcement. The mirror did not remember victories. It did not replay failures. It did not calculate leverage. It simply reflected what existed when nothing responded. A distant mechanical shift occurred behind the wall, faint enough to feel imagined. Not the mirror, something else. He did not turn. He understood the architecture now. The vault did not test capability. It removed variables, noise, approval, resistance, until only intrinsic discipline remained. The longer he stayed still, the less there was to manage. He recognized the deeper lesson. Reaction created identity loops. Without response, performance lost purpose. Another subtle shift sounded behind him. He remained facing forward. The mirror had already completed its work. He realized then that the vault did not open through action. It opened when nothing more was added, when identity ceased negotiating with external reaction. A seam widened quietly along the wall to his left. No light spilled outward. No announcement accompanied it. Only the absence of previous solidity. He stepped away from the mirror without acknowledgement. No farewell glance. No search for confirmation. The corridor beyond felt wider. Or perhaps he occupied less psychological space within it. Above ground, the city resumed its velocity. Screens refreshed relentlessly. Conversations layered urgency over uncertainty. Decisions presented themselves as immediate necessities. He moved through it without absorbing its tempo. Days later, a proposal arrived framed as scarcity. Limited window. High confidence. Others responded instantly, citing momentum as evidence of correctness. He waited. Another offer followed, louder, framed with praise and subtle pressure. The language promised advantage for speed. He declined both without explanation. Observers interpreted silence differently. Some labeled it hesitation. Others projected strategy. Neither interpretation concerned him. Weeks passed. Conversations around him shortened. Pressure arrived less frequently. Expectations recalibrated, not through confrontation, but through absence of reaction. He noticed decisions emerging naturally without forcing them into existence. The mirror was no longer required. Its lesson had migrated into behavior. Months later, he caught his reflection in an ordinary office window late at night. City lights moved behind him, traffic flowing, negotiations continuing beyond view. The image felt lighter, not improved, less demanding. He recognized how rarely he needed to respond immediately now, how often silence clarified outcomes before intervention, how many opportunities revealed themselves as noise once reaction was removed. Speed no longer felt synonymous with competence. Visibility no longer equaled influence. The mirror vault remained sealed somewhere beyond the city's rhythm, not because it excluded him, but because it had removed the need for return. He continued operating within environments designed to provoke response. Markets, negotiations, crises framed as urgency. Yet reaction arrived slower, cleaner, less entangled with performance. Identity no longer required reinforcement through motion. He passed reflective surfaces without evaluation, without rehearsal. Control did not emerge from dominating rooms. It emerged from no longer needing rooms to react at all. Moral authority stabilizes when identity no longer depends on response. Reflective question: if nothing reacted to you, no praise, no resistance, how many of your decisions would remain the same?